This is the Sony 50mm f1.4 Master. I've had it for over a year now, and I've put it through a ton of client shoots for both photo and video, and I thought now would be a good time to give you guys my opinions on the lens. The too long didn't watch version of this video is that this lens is a phenomenal lens, from both a build quality standpoint and an optical standpoint, which is consistent with Sony's G Master lineup, and it's my second favorite lens in my collection of lenses at this point. For my client work, I do a lot of portrait photography. It's a big mix between corporate headshots and graduation photos, and every single time I use this lens to take photos, it always puts a smile on my face. When shooting with the aperture wide open at f1.4, you get gorgeous looking bokeh and fantastic subject separation. And even when you stop down a bit, you still get smooth looking bokeh. At 50mm, the focal length is perfect for capturing people, especially when you're going for medium shots. But not only that, it's still wide enough to take a step back and get those incredible looking environmental portraits. This lens has not only been my bread and butter for client work, but it's also my go-to lens to take with me for personal trips. There's just nothing that really beats being able to snap a nice portrait wherever you are. From a video perspective, this lens basically lives on my camera when it comes to shooting events and weddings. When I'm not looking to get wide-angle shots with the Sony 24mm f1.4, the 50mm is the lens I'm shooting with. And really, it's for all the same reasons I love this lens for photos. The subject separation at f1.4 combined with the incredible autofocus performance of a G Master lens makes it extremely easy to capture cinematic footage while shooting at events where I have very little control over the lighting or backgrounds. On top of that, the f1.4 aperture means that this lens can let in a lot of light, making it way more versatile when I'm shooting events that are indoors or dimly lit. As much as I love my 24-70 f2.8 G Master, I'm still picking my prime lens the majority of the time when I'm shooting video because the low light capability is just too good to pass over. Now, let's take a look at the build quality of this lens. If you watch my videos, especially my reviews on other G Master lenses, what I'm about to say is basically going to be repeating myself from all of those videos. The design is top-notch with excellent materials. They feel like they could take a beating and have from time to time and are ready to go for the next shoot. This lens is by far a professional workhorse lens, and it's ready to do the dang job. The lens features a nice textured black metal body with a focus ring and an aperture ring, which is great for shooting video. It has an autofocus manual focus switch. It even has a click-declick switch for the aperture ring so you can make stepless adjustments of the aperture mid-shot. It has two custom function buttons that you can program in your camera to do really just about anything in the settings. The front filter diameter is 67mm, which allows you to attach modifiers like ND filters, and the back of the lens features a weather sealing gasket, which I can tell you from experience from a lot of champagne showers and shoots in the rain that it's definitely putting in the work. When it comes to the optics and image quality of this lens, just like other G Master lenses, this one doesn't disappoint. The lens has 14 elements and 11 groups featuring 2 extreme spherical elements and 1 extra low dispersion element, and topped off with Sony's anti-reflective coating, all of which reduces aberrations like chromatic aberration and distortion in your final image. It also reduces flaring and ghosting. While other lenses out there have some unique characteristics, some vintage vibes, some swirly bokeh, this lens, like many of the other Sony G Master lenses, has a really clean looking image. Now, some people might call that a clinical look. I like to call it a clean slate, letting me add my own style and look after the fact in Lightroom, Photoshop, or Premiere Pro. Autofocus test. As with most G Master lenses I've tested, the autofocus is really sticky. I mean, it's really, really good in videos, and I've taken it on like 50 plus photo shoots, personal trips, and really I've only missed focus like a handful of times out of thousands of photos. The lens also has 11 aperture blades, which is quite a lot when compared to cheaper options that only have 8 or 9 blades. Generally speaking, the more aperture blades, the smoother the bokeh will be, and even when the aperture is closed down, you're going to get rounder bokeh balls. What? Okay, sorry, gotta take a break from the video. She needs pats.
A few moments later.
You want down? Okay, bye. It's nice having you here. Overall, this lens is my second most used lens, right behind the Sony 24mm f1.4 G Master. It produces incredible looking images, it's compact, and it's lightweight. Of course, there is its older and bigger brother, the Sony 50mm f1.2 G Master that sports an extra half stop of light thanks to that f1.2 aperture, but it also comes at the drawback of costing $2,000, whereas the f1.4 G Master only costs $1,300, a $700 difference. Now, would I rather have the f1.2? Sure, I mean, it has half a stop of extra light that you can get, and it has a teeny bit more subject separation thanks to that. But I'm more than happy with the f1.4 version, and as a side benefit, it's also smaller and lighter weight, which is a huge bonus to me because I lug a lot of gear to client shoots and for my personal trips, so having less weight and less size to pack, I'm a fan of that. If you're looking for a portrait lens for your Sony full-frame camera, I would highly recommend checking out the 50mm f1.4 G Master. And if you're interested in checking out any of the gear I've talked about today or the gear I use to make these videos, links will be in the description down below as always. All right, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. There's gonna be a ton more content coming in 2024, and I'm so excited to share with you guys. I think you guys are gonna really love it. And of course, if you guys wanna chat with me, you guys should join the Discord channel or leave a comment in the comment section down below. I try to reply to every single one of them. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.